can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts.
Set to kick off.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
From midfield, here's Brady. Open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
The kick is.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Colts nothing. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Ayuk got the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man. Complete. 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brandon Ayuk, 78 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5. And the Raven first down.
Now a play fake. Brady. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete.
Brady's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Shedding through the defense. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Brady's pass.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take up.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12.
2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Down, Ravens.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
George Kittle. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
The game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
17 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. to throw again. Brady. Open man, here's Foster. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 10 at the 42.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
2-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, deep ball for good. He's got it at the 15. And down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
On the play.
What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. But gutsy call there. Yea's at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
On 1st down, Brady. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Montez Sweat charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A gain of 14, but it's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Davis there.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 6. And break, the tight end's got it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And 6.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Indianapolis.
35.
It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
They'll go again with Dobbins. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Brady's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of
all right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 31, Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Complete. He finds Bray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down.
And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Ravens 49, Colts 28.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.